From the age of Big Brother.
If they want to get you, they'll get you. The NSA specifically targets the communications of everyone. They're collecting your communications.
All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Thursday's edition of Thoughtcrime. This is 131. We're starting to get up there in the numbers. And we are joined today by myself, of course, Danny and Russ. Welcome, Danny and Russ. Yeah. Tyler's going to be joining us soon. But in the interest of keeping everything live and on the tracks, we're going. Tyler's in transit, so he'll be joining us in just a bit. We're starting today with sports ball. Sports ball. Lots of sports going on. Danny, you are the big sports ball fan. What sports are we watching right now?
All right, we got the NBA. Really, that's about it. Well, baseball, but I'm a Cubs fan. The Cubs are terrible right now. We got the NBA and baseball. Without football going on right now, it's a little rough. Soccer's not.
What about hockey?
I'm not that big of a hockey.
You got golf, hockey. You got the French Open. You've got.
I stick to the main sports.
You got World Cup.
No, soccer's not a real sport.
Soccer's not a real sport.
All right.
Thank you, Russ.
Danny's coming in hot, coming in spicy.
Fake sport.
I disagree. I like the World Cup. I like cheering on Team America. I kind of don't care what the forum is as long as we win. Curling at the Olympics, I'm freaking out about the American team winning. So
no, I'll root for my country,
Canada,
but I'm not going to turn on a random Mexico's playing Iran. I'm
not
care.
Gonna watch that.
Yeah.
No, not at all. All right, okay. So you like basketball, Russ? What do you like?
Baseball.
I love baseball.
I like baseball,
I'm a
football,
Dodgers
basketball.
fan.
Okay, so you're like an all-American.
Yeah, those three. Those are the main ones.
You're an all-American youth. All right, so here we go. We got to talk about Game 4 of the NBA Finals. The question is it the best game or is it the best NBA Final game in history? At one point, the Knicks were down 29 points. They came all the way back to win by 1. There was every single celebrity you can imagine that connected to New York in any possible way. You've got T. Swift. She got that New York song. You got Jerry Seinfeld. You got Ben Stiller. You got, who else do we got? Who's the black dude?
Timothy Chalamet was there.
Chalamet's a lifelong New York's fan.
I don't know many celebrities.
Jenner was there, I think.
Jenner was there?
Well,
Jenner's more of an L.A.
Yeah.
L.A. guy. Yeah, let's just be honest. Seinfeld.
Seinfeld was there.
No, who's the black dude? The director. I keep forgetting.
Saying
Spike
the
Lee.
black dude doesn't narrow it down for us, okay?
For an NBA game? I was thinking Spike Lee. All right,
okay.
Yeah, fair enough. You're looking at
There you go.
Oh, there's John McEnroe, tennis. Oh, Larry David. There's a lot of people there. Anyways, it was all the celebrities, and it was an incredible game, as you can see from the B-roll. So the Knicks comeback highlights in the fourth quarter. Is this the B-roll that we're playing? The highlights?
Yeah,
that
was
was
such a stupid shot by Brunson. He got bailed out.
Well, I think we should play it. Okay, Knicks winning basketball. Look at that. By the way, everybody in the crowd was saying it was the most explosive Madison Square Garden has been. Now, to remind you, Madison Square Garden has not had a winning championship team since 1973. Kathy Hochul was wrong by saying the championship team of 1993. They did go to the finals in 93, but they did not win the championship. Let's go ahead and play the winning basket. Cut 2.
They might just go flat for Jalen Brunson, allow him to operate at the top, 101.
Brunson gets it, fires up a 3. Shot no good, the tip, it's gone! It's gone! It's gone! With 1.2 remaining, Knicks take the lead. OG Anunoby, and it's 107-106. Bedlam here at the Garden. They can't believe it.
Taylor Swift. Bunch of ex-NBA players. A lot of old Knicks were there. Listen, okay, here's what I'm going to say. This is my actual thought. I don't care about the NBA basically since Michael Jordan, okay? I really don't. Me and Charlie shared this in common. But this was the highest rated NBA Finals game since Michael Jordan. And for that, I think it's kind of cool. The world is a better place when all 3 major U.S. sports are all thriving and doing well. So I'm okay with it. I'm good with it. I like this.
I think I gave up on specifically sports that I didn't care about once they started trying to make like statements, like political statements.
Yeah, I mean,
That's when I was like, I didn't like watching basketball in the beginning. I'm not going to watch it now. That's kind of where my head goes with
but
this.
this is why I love this, because it's just about the sport. It's just about the game. Nobody's talking about this game because like somebody took a knee for George Floyd or end racism in the end zone. This is literally just, it was a great basketball game.
It's just a good basketball game. Yeah.
Yeah, this is
That's
the
awesome.
first good basketball game I think I've seen in a long time. They've made the league soft, where it's just 3 and D, just jack up shots, but it's getting better.
All right, so unfortunately, if you show SOP 5, the Knicks fans were committing chaos after the game.
Their own type of thought crimes.
So you saw all the celebrities, mostly white, inside. This is their fans outside. Because, it's not just enough to win the game. You have to go cause mayhem and get arrested. They'll all be released in 20 minutes.
I mean, I think this
They know
comes
this.
down to.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, and they had a free Palestine flag. I think this
right.
comes down
I
to
just changed my mind.
sports
Screw this.
in general.
I'm now officially rooting for San Antonio after seeing that.
The usual suspects.
Dude, these poor police in New York City. You have a mayor that hates you. You have a citizenry that voted for a mayor who hates you, so they therefore kind of hate you too. They're a bunch of hoodlums. Look at this. There's like 4 white people in that whole crowd. Like, where did all the white people go?
We call it blacktivities.
This is all right. Listen, New York's gonna freak out about this. I mean, good for New York. Listen, okay. The other thing that's happening here, though, is the Daily Beast, which is a rag, obviously a left-wing rag. They're based, and Drudge put this on his front page, of course. They're saying that the only game that the New York Knicks had a 13-game winning streak. Then Trump goes to Madison Square Garden for Game 3. They lose.
Yeah, and they blamed it on him.
And then Taylor Swift comes for Game 4, and then they win in this dramatic fashion. So everybody's calling it the Trump curse. I would like to flip that on its head, however, because if Trump actually causes some pain and accountability for New York in general, I don't think that is a curse. I think that is like justice.
Fair.
Yeah, it's a good thing.
Yeah, it's a good thing. If Trump goes to the game and you lose, that's a good thing for New York. Although I will say, I mean, admittedly, Trump's probably a Knicks fan. I'm assuming.
Yeah, he always has been.
Do you believe in the curse of Taylor Swift or Trump?
Trump.
I'll get behind the Taylor Swift curse, though, if we can get one started. Not a fan.
It's Taylor Kelsey.
Daisy's
I will
gonna
tell you.
kill us.
Yeah.
All right. We're gonna transition now.
She's actually hosting her wedding, apparently, at Madison Square Garden.
Taylor Swift?
That's what I saw.
Yeah.
Is that true?
I heard something about that too.
I can confirm that that's true.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it is
Michael-
true, because
Michael
nothing
can
says
confirm
you're
it.
not a crazy person, like hosting your wedding in a stadium.
What does
for
that mean?
people
Does
to
that
come
mean she's
attend.
gonna be doing like
Who knows?
a
Sell
full
tickets.
on? Wait, like for real? Like, is she gonna invite
Michael, you know about this.
40,000 fans?
I know nothing beyond the headlines, but
Oh, okay.
every reliable source and their mother has confirmed that she is hosting her wedding there at MSG.
Hosting your own wedding at Madison Square Garden is next level narcissism.
But like,
Like,
how many
come-
people are you gonna bring? Hold
I don't
on,
know,
we've
it
got to look
holds,
this
what,
up.
Like 20,000 people.
Yeah, maybe the internet knows. How many people is T Swift inviting to her wedding at MSG? That is a very good question.
Holds 22,000 people.
Okay. She's inviting around 1,100 to 1,200 guests, according to multiple reports that they're having their wedding at Madison Square Garden. But it's coming from TMZ. This fits MSG's banquet capacity around 1,250, and it's about $1 million a night to pay for Madison Square Garden for a rental.
Yeah, checks out.
Checks out. All right. Okay. Even though you disagree, I think. Okay, I'm probably going to get a lot of hate from our audience here on this one. I actually think the World Cup is a tremendous sporting event. What do you think? I know what this guy
for
thinks.
putting people to sleep.
Soccer's fake.
Thank you, Russ.
Soccer's fake.
Thank you.
Like they want to call it football because they want it to actually compare to football.
Okay.
And I don't even like football.
You barely use your feet with the ball in football.
Okay.
There's kicking, field goals, and punts.
Football requires some type of actual manliness, like and skill.
Exactly.
Soccer, as soon as they get touched,
listen.
As soon as they get touched, they fall over and expect the ref to bail them out with a colorful little gay card that sends somebody to the side. Half the games end in a tie. The whole sport's just ridiculous.
I mean, basketball, there's a lot of flops in basketball. You ever seen the
but
videos
at least somebody
of like
scores.
LeBron James?
At least somebody scores. In soccer, you're watching for an hour and a half. It's the same as watching a marathon. You're just watching guys run up and down a field. Nothing's ever even happening.
The same problem I have with football is the same problem I have with basketball.
If I want to go watch foreigners run around, I'll head to the southern border. I don't need to watch the World Cup. Okay. I'm just saying.
It's true.
By the way, you know what's funny? The Iranian team is staying in Mexico. They're only allowed to come into America the day before a match.
Amen.
Great. I love it.
Amen. Love
Hallelujah. God bless America.
Love that.
And yeah, there's much to do about that because we did, by the way, did you see this? We kicked out a Somali referee.
Because he was.
Who all the live reporters were like, by all accounts, is the best referee in Africa, which I responded as going like, is that a good thing?
He only had ties to Al-Qaeda, but other than that, he was great. Other than that, he was great.
Al-Shabaab.
Yeah.
So this is what's funny. So like after we boot him from the country and tell him he can't come in, he goes back to Somalia. He gets a hero's welcome in Somalia. I mean, they're freaking out. They're greeting him, draping a Somali flag that looks like the Minnesota flag now over his shoulders. And then Al-Shabaab comes out with a statement supporting him, defending him.
He got a hero's welcome because he did the one thing that most Somalians don't do, and that's go back to their country.
This is going well so far, guys.
Oh, there we go. We have the B-roll of him returning.
Yeah, show the hero's welcome for the one returning Somali of all time.
Oh, gosh.
He is the one that didn't flee. And,
well, he fled, but then came back.
Yeah, he tried. No, but you know what's funny? If you watch the news reports of this guy, it's all about like, he's the best referee in all of Africa. And I'm like, okay, I guess he won some award last year. Okay. But do they have him on like a ranking somewhere that like these are the top 10 in this rank order? And is there like a scoring system? Or is this just a fun way to describe him so that you make Trump look racist?
Also, is this Somalia's only export?
What, people with ties
to
referees?
Yeah, and people with ties to terrorists. Yeah.
Which is funny right now because I said Trump's like bragging about stealing Iranian oil now. And I was like, he learned a thing or two from Ilhan Omar's people.
We need a meme of Trump going, "I'm the captain now."
Yeah, that's gonna end up on Truth Social in just a few. Okay, I got to be honest with you. I'm stoked about World Cup, and I love the like cross-cultural sports stuff. I do. I love watching. Okay, here's why I like World Cup. Danny, you're wrong about this. Okay. You can tell the nature of a culture based on the way they play soccer or football, whatever you want to call it. Yes, you can. The Germans, it's like, at least it used to be. Now the Germans are all
so if the French like never scored a goal in history then, or if that's
no, they're own goals.
Yeah, only own goals?
No. So actually the French have won World Cups. I mean, they have a really proud football tradition in France and a really good league, but it's increasingly more foreigners that play on their teams. So it's less so.
I mean, they are good at running.
Well,
also, have you seen the French team? I don't think they're not very French.
No, that's what I mean. So it's less and less like this. But I mean, 10 years ago, it was like the Germans were very German, and their German precision, it worked its way out on the field. Like they held formation better than any other team, and they won the World Cup. The Spanish had that run where they were winning World Cups and Euro Cups and all stuff. They are like a creative team. You like all the spice of a Latin culture, you would see it come out on the field. America, like we're kind of a hodgepodge of a bunch of different things, but it's not really our go-to sport. True. What's now interesting though, I guess, is because all the European teams are flooded with foreigners and they're all mixed up. Will that hold? That's one question. Two, I think most of our starters play in like the Premier League now. They're Americans. They play in the Premier League or the German League or the Italian League. So we've got a pretty good team. I'm actually stoked about it. But again, I understand everybody's gonna.
The only thing I enjoy football related is Ted Lasso.
you said football. See?
Yeah, well, you know what? You're welcome.
Russ.
I was helping you.
The mind virus is taking over on you.
It's true.
right
I was
now.
just
Okay, here's what I hate about like MLS and stuff like that. In the United States, every single freaking fan of this stuff is like a total lib. It's awful. I don't go to games
Well,
because they're not my people.
it's a soft sport, so it breeds soft gay people.
I actually got paid
If the sport has like no
not all gay,
physicality
Mike.
to it, you're not going to get any
Almost called
like
you Mikey.
manly people.
They're not all gay, Danny.
Actually, a funny
Feminine.
story. Randomly, before I worked here and everything, I actually, I don't know how they found my photography website, but Arsenal reached out, and I ended up getting paid by Arsenal to go shoot photos of their fan club.
Really?
Yeah, like so. Literally,
Did you
I
tell
had
them
to
I
wake
judge
up,
you? And I
had
don't
to wake up at like 5 a.m. to go to this pub because they were watching the finals.
Oh, right. Because
Yeah, it was kind of cool. Like I was like, all right, dope.
I'm
I
telling
just
you, man. That's
got
not
my
bad.
photos printed in like a magazine and everything. It was cool.
So we have some fun cultural interactions, Danny. Even though you hate everything, apparently. Don't make me make some jokes.
It is fun to watch people that don't live in America come here and then find out little bit of pieces of our culture.
Oh, do we have that tweet from earlier? The gal.
Yeah,
what
we
have I
have
done?
it. We have it.
All right, here we go. So here's a Scottish man trying mac and cheese for the first time. SOT 6.
Look at that. Look at that. As a Scottish guy in America, here is a fact for you. Mac and cheese here in the States is better than UK. Just a fact. And I'm here at Macked Out.
Mecked out.
Oh.
It's great to hear. They cut it short.
Well, yeah, probably. Oh, well.
That's too bad. So there's a tweet about Waffle House.
Yeah, we
I
have
haven't
some good
seen this.
tweets.
Yeah, these tweets. Show me the Waffle House tweet, number 7. I haven't seen this. What does it say? Just had our first Waffle House experience at 1 a.m. Great food, great prices, and
Welcome
friendly staff. 10 out of 10. We will be coming back. See? I like Waffle House. Wait, we have them here, don't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
There's one by
one-
the highway.
yeah, I
It's
was
like
gonna say,
half
there's
a
one
mile down the
street.
road. Yeah.
Okay, I haven't been to it yet.
This Bass
Number
Pro
8,
Shops
Bass
one is
Pro
hilarious.
Shops. This kind of reminds me of when the Japanese American
Yeah.
page purged
On
everybody's
X,
timelines
yeah.
for a little while. We found another. What is this?
Surreal place on our way.
I know some people will say I'm too positive about everything I see, but this place was crazy.
Shooting range.
They had a shooting range in the store.
So good.
See, look at people love
So
freedom.
good.
People love the
That
the
guy,
Second Amendment.
Freddie LA7, like his whole feed has been going like all over the country. He has like 20 different places he's gone to. That he's
I
just
love that,
tweeting out like different
when you
places.
go to like in other countries, you go to their monuments, their statues, their museums. People come here and they're like mac and cheese, Bass Pro Shops, and what do we got? Waffle House, and then
Waffle House.
oh, this one, number 9. This was cracking me up. Danny, you read it.
So she goes, okay, I guess it was going to happen eventually. My first negative experience. Why is one item locked up yet others items the same price aren't? And then the guy beneath, what we were all
included this one.
I didn't include it. They did.
It's fantastic.
They said what we were all thinking. Are you ready for that conversation?
Okay, so this
Are
is
you-
a European though. on
This is a
top.
European, yeah.
European makes the tweet.
from
Why are they
Swedish.
locking up?
She's Swedish.
Why are they locking up certain body washes and not the other body?
Are you ready for that conversation? Are you speedrunning American Immersion? It's the same reason that sunscreen and Father's Day cards aren't locked up. I didn't include that bottom part. But
You
some-
read it.
But he told me to read it. He set me up.
I couldn't believe you did it.
But it's what we were all thinking. Okay.
The best
maybe
part
you
is,
were thinking,
the best
Danny.
part is, to your point, later on, she comments, "Oh no, what have I done?
'cause
I
she-
didn't realize this
you
was
could
gonna
tell-
blow up."
You could tell she realized she had done something like viral by accident, and it was just an actual.
She's never seen the O Block before.
Yeah. Anyways, so that's fun. What's this Joey Chestnut one?
The Joe Chestnut one, this guy said, just realize, it's number 10.
Number 10.
Just realized the Europeans will be present to watch Joey Chestnut inhale 84 pork pistols on live television in honor of our nation's independence.
It's so
I love it. I love it. Wait,
funny.
what are the dates of the World Cup? Like, how long is it going?
Let me ask.
I have no idea. I mean, I'm a hater on it, so I have no idea. But
How can you hate on this? Okay, so they're doing like 80 matches.
It's 39 days.
Okay, but
You don't need a tournament.
I don't hate on the concept.
No,
I
no,
hate on the
it's-
sport.
Hold on.
Yeah, that's true.
So here
That's
are the key dates. Opening match is in today, June 11th, Mexico versus South Africa. Okay, and that's in Mexico City. So the American World Cup has its opening match in Mexico City. Whoever planned this, don't like it. Don't like it. It should have been here. Group stage, June 11th through June 27th. So then you get to the round of 32. So what they do in the group is you get, I think, paired with 4 different teams, and they take the top 2 teams.
Now, the real question is, do you think if we put some of our real athletes, like our football players and stuff like that, on the soccer team, we'd be better? Like, if we trained our football players to play soccer for like a year or so, do you think we'd be a better
team? If
team?
America's top sport was soccer, yeah, we would be like pretty dang dominant, I think.
Because all of our real athletes play the real sports.
So
like
the
football,
final,
basketball, baseball.
The final is at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey.
Yeah. So, and that's not until July 19th. So it's not, wait, you said how? Yeah, okay. So it's
39 days.
Yeah, it's the biggest World Cup ever with 48 teams and 104 matches across 16 host cities. The tournament is already underway as of today. So yeah, I mean, there's going to be a number of games or matches, because it's football, you got to call matches, in Mexico, and a few, like 10, and I think it's only like 10 and 10, to be honest. There's 10 in Mexico, 10 in Canada, and the rest are going to be in the States. But it's like Chicago, Seattle, LA, New York, North Carolina, I think has some, Florida has some. They're going to be all over the place. So I think that's kind of cool. Anyways, you guys are haters. Up yours. All right. Baseball.
Truthers. We're truthers.
Okay, here's baseball. Okay, so baseball is my favorite sport. Which, does that make me American enough? Okay,
Yeah.
I grew up playing baseball.
America's
pastime.
pastime.
I was like 3. And I remember
what was
playing,
your position?
I played short, third, and pitcher.
Nice.
And then when I got into the All-Star game, I made All-Stars or something. My coach, his son played shortstop, and I was the shortstop. And so then he moved me in the outfield, and I made an error because I still like hold that grudge in the back. Anyways, 'cause I never played outfield.
Trauma.
I did. No, and then I came back in, and I got chewed out by that coach.
Yeah, of course.
And I was like, I don't play the outfield,
play outfield.
coach. Anyways, but you know who does play outfield?
Our Congress.
Senator Eric Schmidt. Holy cow! This guy, he left it all out on the field, including some like skin on his face.
A piece of his nose.
We got to play it. Cut 12.
This is really a prime June night.
That one struck to left field, and what a dive! Oh, what a great
Eric
play!
Schmidt, amazing catch down the left field line. He covered a lot of ground, got high on the horse there. And that was going to be a fair ball, I think, there, Kevin.
Yeah, I think so too. And then he caught that on the heel of the glove. Face plant.
Oh, God bless him.
Redbirds would be proud of a play like that. Worth every last replay. Look at the nose.
Wow, and he roughed himself up here a little bit.
Okay, so Eric Schmidt, great play, first of all.
True.
Mad
That was
respect.
great.
Mad respect.
Great play.
Mad respect for him making the play. It's just so funny watching like professional baseball every night, basically, and then watching like a normal human run across the field, and you just realize how much more athletic professional athletes are than everybody. And like, listen, he made a great catch. He's a big Cardinals fan, which is, whatever. He's got to do what he's got to do. Mr. Missouri there. But what's crazy, I texted him about this. I was like, way to like sacrifice your body for this. And he's like, dude, I was like, how's your nose? He's like, bloody. He's like, but it was worth it. And what's funny about this clip, watch when he hits the ground, he stays there for a second. I think he's like,
He's in shock.
I think he's like, oh God, what have I done? But
Somebody needs to do the spray chalk.
and he almost overran it too, because he
Yeah.
caught it in the heel, which is just amazing. So apparently, I didn't know this, but they practice every day. I find this, okay, the GOP beat the Dems for like the 5th year in a row, beat them 11-2. We have a way more stacked team. Like, they're old, they're like feminist, and they're like girly men. We have actual men, so it doesn't surprise me that they're crushing them. But they practice every day. And I just want to remind you that, like, we can't get Congress to do anything every day. Now, this is not all 435 of them. I get it. This is just like the team. But come on. Clip 11.
Look, they don't just hand these trophies away. You got to earn them. We wake up at practice at 6 in the morning every morning. We're competitive people. We want to win. We're on a streak, but we got to keep that intensity. You know, we got Stubby on the mound and ready to bring it. We got a great team, and look, same teams we both played with last year, but we're going to have about 38,000 people here in the big league ballpark. It doesn't get better than that. Raising over $3 million for local charities. It's a special night.
You know what else they don't just hand out? The Save America Act.
Yeah, can we be competitive about like winning for our country?
You practice every day to pass the Save America Act, with all due respect. Gosh, that is crazy.
And then like,
That's
yeah,
insane,
every
dude.
day at 6 a.m. it's like, okay, dude, how tone deaf do you have to be? Like,
I mean, the truth. Okay, let me just throw them a little bit of a bone here. There is a lot of people in Congress that would love to work every day, and like for whatever reason, maybe not a lot. There's the ones that come on our show. I will tell you, and they get so irritated about this crap too, where it's like, hey, a week on, a week off. Oh, the Senate's in, but the House is out, and we can't make any progress until the House comes back. This stuff drives me insane. It used to drive Charlie insane. But yes, the GOP did win 11-2. We'll play it. Clip 13.
That one in foul territory. That should be it, and it is.
11-2.
What a great night, Chad, as the GOP streak extends to 6.
Republicans keep the winning streak going here, and the Democrats are still on the schneid. Linda Sanchez still looking for her first win as the Democratic skipper.
Still, Linda Sanchez still looking for her. I might have some advice for you there. Okay, so I don't know if you guys are noticing in the audience, this is a bit of a roundup. This is about a sports roundup. There's one other sport. Mikey, I keep calling you Mikey. Danny,
yeah.
Do you like UFC?
Oh yeah. I watch it.
Yeah.
Thankfully, we can end on
Because
one.
it actually is like there's some. It's
He
manly.
liked basketball
There's
though too.
testosterone.
I like basketball, baseball,
The
football.
only one you didn't agree on was
Hold
soccer.
on.
Yeah, I like
No,
the sports.
you're
just not
like telling me
the
there's no
softball.
sports going on. There's literally the French Open, which is a Grand Slam. It's the clay court season. Come on. Roger Federer, Rafa Nadal, Pete Sampras.
I know who they are, but I don't watch them. Like I've heard of them.
Tennis really isn't a game you watch. It's more of a game you play.
Yeah. Same.
I don't know. People watch it,
To be
guys.
fair. Yes,
It is
they
a
definitely
thing.
watch it, but
It's a worldwide thing.
they also watch it with their pinky up. sipping tea.
Pickleball has taken over tennis. I have to say
That's
in
true.
the U.S.
Yeah, it is.
It's just easier to
is.
play.
Dude,
More
old
people can do
need-
it.
Old,
It's
old
it's
people
faster,
Yeah, way.
needed
and you don't
things
need
to
as
do.
much skill.
That
true.
too.
Yeah. So of course Americans love it.
Well,
Come on.
What Americans also love is men beating up other men.
Yes, it's true.
It
Okay,
is pretty
so show this. This is the UFC arena that has been constructed on the lawn of the White House. 14.
They put up a time lapse, which was really cool. So it's just them building the whole thing.
Wait, don't we have Jack? Didn't Jack literally view this today?
Yes,
He got a
he was
tour
there,
at the
yes.
White House. He said it's epic. It does look epic. So wait, does that mean it can survive rain? That looks like it has
Probably,
a
yeah.
covering over
Probably.
it. Because a lot
Yeah,
of
it
people are
does have a
worried about the
covering.
rain.
is it supposed to rain there?
It could rain there. I thought this was going to be like a tiny
Yeah,
little
that is
thing.
sweet.
That is sick. They should leave that up permanently.
That's what Trump was trolling him. Did you see the multiple times?
Why
he's
would
been
you
like-
take that down? You should get multiple uses out of this.
Yeah, he said he wants to leave it up for a while.
That is so sick. Wow. They did a good job. Although they could have gone higher with the bowl, in my opinion. But it's still really freaking epic. I wonder how many people it holds. And by the way, getting tickets to that is going to be a hot ticket.
Yeah.
I didn't even try, but maybe I should have. Like I bet I could have pulled some string somewhere, maybe. But is Jack going to go?
I don't know. I haven't.
I mean, if Jack can't get a ticket, then I can.
I know a guy that's working it, like just setting up, like event management guy.
That's
So
cool.
that's pretty cool.
So this is Jack's video, I think.
Oh, is it? Dang, look at that.
Might be. Yeah, that's pretty cool. It's pretty rad. Having the White House in the background is such a
Look at it. It's perfectly
such a
framed
sick
up.
visual.
Yeah.
Wait, so who are the who's competing? I know it's Michael Chandler is one of them.
Michael Chandler's the big one. Sean O'Malley's another one.
Oh, Sugar Sean?
Yep.
Sugar Sean? I love UFC, but I haven't been paying as much attention to this until just this moment.
Gaethje's one of them too.
Oh, dude. Have you ever watched him fight?
Did I watch the last one
He's
against
a savage.
Patty the Batty?
If you want to see is he playing? Is he
No,
fighting too?
he fought Patty the Batty the last time he fought, I think, like a couple months ago.
Sugar Sean or
No, Gaethje.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Who won?
Gaethje did.
Dude,
Yeah,
he's
he beat
a
the
stud.
crap out of him.
I used to be like every single pay-per-view and all this stuff. Last couple of years, like I haven't been paying as much attention. But it is a great sport. It's a masculine sport, and it's very savage. This is
Yeah,
like
I've been getting into
the
boxing
left
a
hates
little
this
bit more
stuff, by the
lately.
way. But anybody with the brain loves it. They hate it because they hate warrior culture. Like they hate warrior culture because it is an antithesis of everything the left is pushing, which is like beta males, like LGBTQIA, whatever. They hate this because this
But
is.
they're totally fine with burning down cities and rioting after a game winner.
Yeah, but they hate it. And by the way, Dana White, do you know Dana White just signed a diplomacy deal with Marco Rubio? They're now using UFC to help with international diplomacy.
Nice.
Which I think is rad. But Gaethje is legitimate. You guys should pull some footage of Gaethje's face when he's done fighting. Him and Michael Chandler. If you have do yourself a favor, watch the Michael Chandler Justin Gaethje fight. It is the most savage. Like at the end, they literally just stand there like face to face and like punch me, and then the other guy goes punch me, and they just go back like for the final 20 seconds of the match.
That's what Sean O'Malley does too. Like the last minutes usually.
Sugar Sean's awesome.
He's local. He trains in Arizona
really?
and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, Sean O'Malley's kind of cool. I want to look up what the Kalshi odds for these fights are.
Wait, no. So give me team. I don't know if you can pull it up. I want to know who's like the matches. Give me a
I got it
graphic.
pulled up.
No, give me a graphic for so the audience can follow.
I got you.
Because this is great. This is why we need to have one of the computers
Yeah, just hooked up.
like we used to do it. Why are we not doing that anymore, Caboose? Just kidding. It's gonna be like,
Sorry.
Yeah. Why is it my fault?
Alex Pereira.
Why did you guys get the B-roll of the UFC ring girls? It's not this kind of show.
No, okay, wait. So what we were saying is
15. Throw it.
Yeah,
See
so
what Russ did.
I mean, if we have it, we might as well throw it.
what we're showing is like it's very American. It's
Oh.
festive. It's American festive. Also, the joke has been that like for ring girls, these are the most clothed ring girls
that is the most
we've
clothes
seen
that I've ever seen on a
ever.
ring girl.
So
I'm into it.
I picked it. I wanted the B-roll because I thought it was it's actually kind of wholesome.
This is great. They are very clothed.
They are very
what?
clothed.
This is very distinct from when Joe Biden would invite like trannies onto the White House grounds.
Bearing fake.
Yeah, and
moves.
like flashing the camera.
Yeah.
And then they found cocaine at the White House. We better not see any darn cocaine at this White House. I will be very upset if the UFC ends up with some sort of. Okay. Good for you, UFC. Tastefully done. So what do you guys think?
I'm excited. I got to figure out. I got to look at.
Wait, do we have the graphic of who's fighting?
We should have
Yeah,
it
it's the
loaded here
latest thing
shortly.
sent in there.
Yep, there it
And
is.
is it UFC 250?
Yep, there it
Yep.
is.
UFC Freedom 250.
I love it. Okay, hold on.
We got Gaethje, O'Malley, Lewis,
Oh, Bo Nicole.
Wineland versus
Hokit.
O'Malley. Okay.
Chandler,
Yeah, but who? Oh, Nunez is.
Nicole.
Oh wait, no. This is prelims. Okay, hold on.
Garcia.
Pereira versus Gain in the heavyweight.
Who's the? I think it's Gagne or whatever. Wait, UFC. See, this isn't.
I don't
right.
know many of their names. I just will tune in and watch it. But
Yeah, me too.
Okay, hold on.
Actually, I
the
was
one that
gonna
I
look
don't
at
like though,
Kalshi.
I don't like watching when the women fight.
Case in point.
Not because they're even bad. It's just like it feels wrong.
Oh yeah, fair.
It's just uncomfortable.
So I'm still struggling to get the graphic. Where's the graphic? Because I can see it on the screen, but
It's
I
in
wanna,
the chat.
All right. Hold on. I want to I'll tell you who's good here. Okay. Topuria, yeah, versus Gaethje. That's
Who do you think is
title
winning
card.
that one?
Pereira versus Gagne. Gagne's the French dude. Yeah, that guy can slug. That's actually going to be a good fight. The heavyweight, the interim heavyweight title bout. They get the
Gaethje is not
the bantamweight
he's
looked.
looked to to win. I'm
Yeah,
just
he's-
looking
he's
at
older.
I'm looking at Kelce.
What's the odds on O'Malley?
Let's see.
Oh, Lewis. Okay, you guys
He's the
remember
guy who has
the Rogan clip?
Yeah.
Where he's
He mentioned Trump, and he was like,
yeah, but he was
Yeah.
like, he said things I can't say out there. I just
O'Malley has a 78% chance.
Nice. Yeah, because he's fighting a Canadian. It's a hobby, which is a classic Canadian name, as we do nowadays. Lewis and Hokett, Ruffy versus Chandler. I'm surprised. So that's the That's okay. Lightweight bout. Chandler's lightweight. I thought he was a middleweight. Anyways, yeah, this is a great card. This is a really good card. They put together a great card for this. So that's going to be June 14th, Sunday. Why is it on a Sunday?
I don't know, but it's at 5.
Chandler only has a 17% chance of winning.
Yeah, he hasn't been like winning fights lately. He's just fun to watch.
Fair.
All right.
Oh, because the 14th, Kyler just reminded us it's Trump's birthday. It's Sunday. So they're doing it then, I think. It's also National Flag Day.
Yeah, there you go.
It's like
What a birthday.
2 in 1 thing. Yeah.
Okay. Fine.
Nice.
All right. It's Trump's birthday. I know, but like on Sunday, I got like the
Saturday's
Sundays scaries before work where I got to like actually focus on like I'll be distracted. But is this playing on this is playing on Paramount, right? Where do people watch? Everybody should tune in for this and support the 250. That's my thoughts. I love this.
Paramount and CBS. So you can watch it on Paramount Plus or
CBS.
Yeah.
This is great.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody should watch it.
Look at this. All right.
I'm definitely going to be tuning in. That's for sure.
I'm gonna be. I'll watch it. I'll watch it on Sunday night. That's a great
Yeah,
card.
the UFC is pretty sweet.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So Danny, you are not a fan of the United States taking in refugees.
No, I'm all for immigration moratorium.
Okay.
Cut it all off.
Well, what about this? What about this refugee? This is a South African refugee who loves America. And these clips are amazing, actually.
They really are.
Cut 16.
Okay, you got to check this out. There is people walking everywhere. There are women walking alone with fancy handbags, jewelry on, glasses on. They're not being harassed, nothing. Then, right here, you've got a park. Not a speck of litter, beautiful flowers, a bench that hasn't got someone raping someone on it. Clean and tidy. You got squirrels that haven't been eaten by savages. This place is freaking awesome. Look at this. Spotless, clean, safe. This is what it feels like to live in a first world country. Look at this. There's another bench, and it's not vandalized and broken and destroyed. If that was South Africa, gosh, first of all, I wouldn't be able to walk through this blimmin' park by myself, holding a pair of glasses and a cell phone. We all know that. But then you get here, and you're completely safe. Completely safe. I mean, like I say, there's women everywhere walking completely alone. This is unfathomable to any South African watching this video. I mean, I'm in awe of the United States of America. It is so beautiful, and it is so safe, even safe for the squirrels, for goodness sakes. Ah, man, you can't make this up. This is too wonderful. All glory goes to God for preserving this wonderful country.
The biggest takeaways: squirrels are safe. Park benches are safe.
He hasn't run
There's
into
no
the
rapes on the park bench.
He hasn't run into the Springfield Haitians yet.
Yeah. and I love that he's like, there's women everywhere.
Yeah. They're not afraid.
It is shocking. I mean, you know, the sad part is in the back of my mind, I'm going like, yeah, but there's so many parts of America where you
he hasn't
like,
made his way to Southside Chicago yet.
Or Baltimore or you know, Memphis. Which it kind of just breaks your heart because you're like I want to keep America this way. I'm glad, but it's like kind of this weird reminder that hey, it's not all hope is not lost, right? And him giving fresh perspective to kind of see the beauty and all the blessings that we have in America is like it's good.
I mean,
good.
what's this? It's like the saying is like the grass is always greener on the other side, right? And remember, like if you remember when you were a kid, right, and all of a sudden, you know, your brother was playing with a toy. All of a sudden, whatever toy you had in your hand, you were like, I don't want this, I want that. And so it's nice to see like someone else coming into this country and being like, wow, this country
that's
is
why I love the Waffle House, the Bass Pro Shop.
Yeah, it's just people like seeing our country and actually being like, oh wow, this is cool. Like we don't have that, and then it kind of gives us the opportunity to be like, oh
yeah. We had. I will tell you, like, so when I traveled around, I lived abroad for a while, and I got to the point where I just wanted to be in America, really, really bad. And I really haven't traveled abroad much since. I have no desire to. I just wanted to be in America and build here. He goes on. Trump's. So one other thing we should say about DC, though, this is Trump's DC.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this wasn't. Yeah.
Like this is definitely Trump's. And by the way, all that freaking garbage about the reflecting pool. The Washington Post was like, this is what he spent. He, extra millions of dollars. The reflecting pool looks gorgeous.
It looks
I actually
amazing.
want to go to DC just to see the reflecting pool now.
It looks amazing.
Your capital is a reflection of your country.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't we want it to look like as good as possible? That's what I don't understand. They're okay with all of this other fraud, all of this endless spending on illegal immigration,
like
Medicare,
$3 billion
all this
on
stuff.
the Department of
they're fine with that, but then you spend money on making your own country and your capital look good, and they suddenly have a problem with it.
Yeah, and it was a bunch of just like red-blooded Americans.
It's because deep down they want to see,
it.
obviously, the country destroyed. They want to see it a hellhole.
My feed is so nerdy that people are sharing the clip of Captain America when he does the on your left, and he's running around the reflective pool. And they're like, can we just reshoot this now with the new? Because it kind of looks dirty.
It's the reflecting pool.
The reflecting pool, yeah.
Yeah, the side-by-sides are just
crazy
incredible.
How different it is.
Yeah, it's the Washington okay, this is great. They have like time lapse of it. The reflecting pool is amazing. It's an amazing thing.
Oh, yeah, it's really cool.
They relined it.
I still have yet to get to DC. That's one of the biggest things that I want to go see, and I also want to go see the.
You haven't been to DC?
I have not.
Oh, Russ.
I want to go to the Iwo Jima Memorial. That's because that was the
Iwo
thing.
Jima?
Yeah, because that was the thing that got me hooked on.
I've
history
literally
for
been
the
to
longest
DC
time.
probably like 150 times.
Nope.
Like over the years.
Yeah.
Dude. I don't know, maybe less, but I've been to DC so many
I
times.
mean, you're not missing much.
Yeah, it's
outside of
go,
the monuments and stuff, but
yeah, like when I lived in New York
Charlie hated
for a
going-
semester,
Yeah.
I wanted to like
I kind of hate going
go
to DC.
down there, but
I
just
kind
never
of
got
hate
around
going to DC, but I love going to the monuments.
Yeah,
I love
that's what's
walking.
that's
cool
the
about
only
it.
reason I want to go.
That's
I
what's
just want to
cool
go
about it.
check out the
Yeah.
monuments and leave. Like,
Yeah,
dip.
the Smithsonian and all that stuff. It's actually legit.
Yeah.
It is legit.
That's pretty cool.
Okay, he goes on. Trump's America, God is good.
17.
17.
Just look at this. You can't make this up. This is really Trump's America. You've got people singing beautiful Christian hymns. You've got this lovely gentleman just praising the Lord Jesus Christ. This is truly, truly awesome. Look at this. This is Trump's America, ladies and gentlemen. He knows and we know who our Savior is. I am in awe. I am overwhelmed with passion and love, the joys. Yeah. Look at this. This little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Man, you can't make this up. This is gorgeous, man. Praise the Lord God Almighty. Praise Him with all your heart. Believe in Him like a child. Shout, shout, shout. Oh, man. Look at this. Wow, God, you are so good. Thank you for so many blessings. Thank you for everything that you have done for us. Man, this is awesome.
That's so good.
It's just, he also is so sincere. And I think that's what, like, it's just so cool to see.
Well, if you lived in South Africa and you were literally, a whole
Being
political party
hunted,
was
yeah.
like, kill the Boers.
It's true.
I was reminded of that, actually, because we were trying to find that clip of Charlie at Oxford.
Mm-hmm.
And he called out one of the Oxford professors. Remember at the end there?
Yeah.
When he did his closing remarks, and he's like, kill the Boers? Oh, you never heard of that? You never heard that a whole political party is literally kill the white people? Kill the white
best
farmers?
is when the president was in the Oval Office with Trump, and Trump like made them shut off the lights and play the video. Do you remember that?
Oh,
from
yeah,
last
I do
year of
remember
them
that.
chanting "Kill the Boer," and the guy's
remember
face,
that.
like you could tell because he was denying
Yeah.
that it was real, and then
And then they tried to
"Oh,
explain it away. Everything's fine.
Yeah.
It's just an expression or whatever. He goes on. I just love playing this guy's clip, so we're going to play one more. Clip 18.
Okay, I am just walking around randomly, no idea what's ahead of me, but I gotta show you these houses and these places. Gosh, no 10-foot fences, no rabid people trying to burgle, rape, and murder the citizens in Washington. My goodness, look, this is, wow. Look at this. They really used to build beautiful buildings. Look at that. That would be a death trap in South Africa. Imagine walking through there in the middle of the day or the middle of night. I can also basically guarantee you'd have your throat slit in South Africa, but not yet. This is the land of the free, ladies and gentlemen.
You know, my big takeaway from this is, you know, we talk about what freedom is, right? We have a lot of laws. We have FISA. We have stuff that makes us not so free, okay? And we're not as free as we once were. And that's a problem. We need to work on it. What's interesting, though, is that what you realize is what freedom really is being able to walk out on the streets and not get, like, mugged.
It's true.
That's to go where you want in freedom and peace and safety. That's ultimately the most foundational element of freedom is that. And
which is why the left is so against us cleaning up the cities too, because they don't want us to have freedom.
No, the left is against us cleaning up the cities because they
want to just destroy and they want to rule over the ashes.
They want like dependent underclass citizens that will continue voting for them. Look at LA.
Yeah, and the best way to do that is just let crime run rampant.
Yeah,
just let it get destroyed.
Let people deal with their own fecal matter in the streets, and it's true. All right, since we're talking about crime, we got to hit this. I actually had Sarah Fields on the show, who is the person that is interviewing Jeff Metcalf. Jeff Metcalf is, of course, the father of Austin Metcalf, who was killed by Carmelo Anthony. Not to be confused with the NBA player Carmelo Anthony.
Spelled different. The NBA was with a C.
Okay, so there's a couple things we should talk about here. Tough to know where to start. So Jeff Metcalf, actually, I remember he started off very soft when this happened. He's a very devout Christian man. People don't know this. I've heard this through mutual acquaintances that we know. And I think this losing his son has completely broken him in a way. And he said that in his victim statement. He said that he will never be the same. That the man I was, you took from me too, when you killed my son. And he said, you can't look me in the eye, but you can kill my effing son. I mean, it's really heartbreaking. And in the midst of this, the family has been smeared as racist and all this stuff. Remember, Jeff Metcalf went to the original press conference and got ran out by the family because he was trying to say, we can't let this thing turn into a race war. He was trying to, forgive in a beautiful way, and the family shoot him away. And it is what it is. So he's been smeared as a racist. He's had people tell him and his family, like, your other son, the twin, Houston should have died too.
Yeah.
Even though Houston wasn't involved at all. He happened to be under the tent that day, but he wasn't involved in the altercation at all. And so now he's been smeared as a racist. This whole time, he's been smeared as a racist. And he's so upset about it that he went viral for using a funny expression, but it was out of context. Everybody's now, to defend him, I don't think it was probably the most helpful thing to say, but I understood what he was saying. So we'll work up to that clip. Let's play cut 20.
He's an asshole. Or he's the greatest guy who'll give you the shirt off his back. So they both can be right. Because I give what you get. Or what you give, or to me, I'll give you back. So am I racist? Yeah, I'm racist against assholes. I don't like them. I could care less about the color of your skin. We all bleed the same color.
This is a man who has been smeared as racist, and he went so far out of his way to the point of like, I might have been critical of how far out of his way he went to sort of say it's not about race. When like, probably something was about race, actually. Like it was, right? Because at least the way it's been handled in the aftermath, everybody on the Carmelo Anthony side has been like, well, you're a black boy, you got no justice in this country, or at least in this county, if you're black. And I mean, I couldn't disagree more with that. He was unprovoked. If he would have just walked away, it would have been fine. Why did he have the knife in there in his bag to begin with? Why was he already reaching in his bag? Right? Why didn't he just hold the knife out to warn that he could stab them and to back off? No, he literally, it was so quick, nobody even saw it coming.
He could have just backed off.
Well, that was what's so interesting.
That's kind of the biggest thing is like, something that my dad always said whenever I got into a fight with my brother was, can you change it, what he does? No. Okay, so the only person you can change is you. The Bible says the same thing. Like, we have to be accountable for our own actions. So be accountable for your own actions. Like, just walk away. Like, if you're in that scenario, just walk away. Like, it's on you. It's on each person to act there individually,
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, so I'm getting the Cardi B clip. We got to play this because now we're talking about this.
Oh, gosh.
So Cardi B went on Twitter and X and started spouting off. And then she basically said, I have to tell my son if he gets into an altercation with a white kid. Yeah, it's 24. We'll play it. Is it loaded?
I think it just got pulled right now, so not yet.
Okay. So this is just bananas because it's so stupid what she's saying, but if you think about it, it's actually the correct thing to say. So it's hard to explain until we have it. It's loaded. Okay, 37.
I sure learned something from this. I learned to tell my sons, if a white boy, do not argue with no white boys. Because, baby, ain't no law protecting you if something goes down with them. That's what I learned from this case. I'm going to tell my sons, if you argue with a white boy, walk the away. Because the law don't protect you.
Well, that's insane.
The law doesn't protect you from murdering other people.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But what's funny is the takeaway for her big revelation is you can walk away. Just walk away, which is actually smart. Like,
there's this thing called turning the other cheek.
Carmelo Anthony would still be, unless he stabbed somebody else, would still be walking as a free young man.
I don't know what it is about society right now, but society has decided to learn the main lesson from everything is that ego is the way to go. And yet then get proved time and time again that ego is not the way to go. Like, walk away. Yes, Cardi B's right.
Well,
walk away.
That's why justice in this instance, actual conviction, 35-year prison sentence, which, by the way, I don't know why it's not life.
It should be life.
35
he's getting
years.
off.
He's going to be paroled.
15?
Maybe like 10.
He's getting off easy.
So the point is, but that is the right takeaway. Okay, when you actually administer justice and you find somebody guilty for a heinous crime, that he's a monster. He killed a young man that should be alive. Yeah. Then guess what? People like Cardi B I'm going to tell my son just to walk away. That's what happens when you actually don't let thugs off for murdering young people that are innocent.
Who would have thought Cardi B would be the spokesperson for just being a normal citizen of society?
She doesn't get any credit.
Well, she just learned it.
Learned it.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna interject here. Don't forget that Cardi B has admitted to drugging and robbing men in the past.
Michael,
too.
true.
So she's
Wasn't she a stripper?
I'm not sure about her former career, but she's not arguing.
Wasn't she?
For following the law? She's arguing against consequences.
Yeah,
true. Yeah, that's fact.
No, exactly.
Yeah. Well, I'm just gonna. Never mind.
You need to. Yeah.
I'm just gonna sip my Kool-Aid and.
So here's where it gets.
So that was the trailer for the new Scooby-Doo Origins show. It's going to be out on Netflix. And here's something that I noticed in that clip, and more to the point, Russ, when they announced the full cast of Mystery Inc., was that, oh my gosh, for once, they didn't race swap anyone. They actually didn't race swap any of the characters on Mystery Inc. So you got Shaggy, you got Fred, you've got Velma, and you've got Daphne, and they're all white, just like in the original. And keep in mind, this is after they did that crazy. Did you watch any of the Velma HBO with, oh my gosh, what's her name? Mindy Kaling, when they had her playing Velma?
No, I haven't, but I have seen pieces of it.
I actually sat down and tried to watch one episode. It was like if you combined like Scooby-Doo, SpongeBob SquarePants, and like sex torture videos into one genre of show. That's what that was. Like I didn't watch it with the kids or anything. I was clicking through stuff one night and said, let's just try it. Let's see what this is all about. Maybe it's a good, funny for adults or something, and I could watch it with Tanya. It's awful. It was absolutely awful.
If I remember correctly, I think that came out during the time where they were trying to age up a lot of these cartoons. So it kind of made sense that the direction that they went, but yeah, you could
they did that well, it was like a high school show, so I kind of felt like they were setting it like Riverdale. They did that with Archie, and that turned into like a teen drama. But this was beyond that because it was still a cartoon, and I'm just telling you, there was all this disgusting like sex humor jokes, and even like stuff on screen that you would see that's just completely. Number one, like it's you could say it's inappropriate, obviously, but number two, what does that have to do with Velma, who's supposed to be like a nerdy sleuth detective? This is a detective show, right? Nancy Drew didn't need any of that. All of these other detectives, men and women, Hardy Boys, etc. They didn't have any of that stuff, but we have to do that because it was all this deconstructionism. So you're right. It was like the last one. We can almost use Scooby-Doo as like a bellwether of where we are in wokeness, because I think there was one movie where Velma, and I have seen this, where Velma, she makes a reference to being a lesbian, and then she's kind of like, I think it was the last like feature-length movie of Scooby-Doo that they put out. My kids are really into Scooby-Doo, by the way. And I saw some people being like, Jack, why are you tweeting about this? I'm like, because my kids really like Scooby-Doo. It's true, which it's a great show, by the way. Like I like Scooby-Doo. Like, what's not to like? But there was like a Velma made like a pass at another girl, and they sort of had this moment where it was like, okay, like I see where you're going here. But that was it. It was like one scene in a larger movie. And then you have the Mindy Kaling one. So that's like when woke went completely off the rails. Are we back to normal?
I have a lot more faith in this. If you've seen, like you said, if you've seen the photo, like all of the casts are just your normal, like everybody looks like
they look like the show.
They look like a version of themselves that could be cartoonized into what you've seen from Scooby-Doo, which I think is a really good, it gives me hope, especially for the fact that this is coming from Netflix. Like even though
unexpected,
Netflix has,
to say the least,
unexpected, even though Netflix has gone woke, they still do at times create good stories. They have some shows that are decent storytelling. One that I can think of is like the Wednesday Addams show. Like it's a decent show, and so if we're gonna get that, but Scooby-Doo, like heck yeah, let's go. And I think it's nice to see that, like, again, that Netflix is reading the room. Maybe reading the room. We'll see.
Maybe a little bit of reading the room.
Maybe. So we'll see. Like, I'm excited to see this coming from Netflix, because I think we can have an opportunity where we can start to see maybe that the culture shift back in a way that, like, we don't have to just sit and watch, leftist agenda and gayness and wokeness just get shoveled down our throat.
Yeah, just trash absolutely everywhere. It's like someone did a meme this week of here's what it's like being a man in America, and at one point he turns on the TV and it's like, you're watching the gay channel, and then it turns to the next one and it's like, it's the gay channel rewind. And you're like, can I just watch like something normal, please? Like I don't want to watch this. And then it cuts to the next guy. This is why we need to push transgender surgery on our children. And it's like every channel on TV is the same thing. And that's I think what a lot of people were just getting sick of. And to the point, those movies that came out, the two indie films that came out recently, not to get into them, maybe we'll at a later time, but I went and saw Backrooms and Obsession. Like, those are the two super viral movies that are out right now, and they were so, number one, I love indie movies. I've talked about Iron Lung on here before. I think it's so cool to see YouTubers getting behind stuff like this, but nothing woke. Nothing woke at all. And in fact, like, there's a whole, again, we'll get into it at some point later, where like people are trying to claim that Obsession is woke, but if you actually watch it, it's just not. And Backrooms is just like a cool sci-fi horror kind of thing. Like, it's pretty classic, like almost Philip K. Dick style,
So you're
like
telling me
1984 style.
You're telling me that when somebody focuses on just telling a story, it tends not to be woke. Everybody wants you to believe that when it comes to wokeness, it's just like, oh, it's just normal. This is just like normal. It's like, no, you actually have to step in that direction, because if you just focus on the story, 9 times out of 10, you're just going to tell a story. You're not going to just shovel things down people's throats.
Funny enough, we watched the new Mortal Kombat, I guess it was Mortal Kombat 2, and, it's interesting, and it kind of struck me too that, Mortal Kombat, always a very diverse series, right? Like, it's not something you would think about, but certainly when it came out, it was not anything that anyone pointed out. They're like, oh yeah, like there's a black guy, and there's like a lot of Asians, obviously, and there's some white people, and there's a female, but it's like, that's not what we're talking about. And there's also a dragon with 4 arms, or half dragon, but that wasn't the point. The point was, hey, these are different characters and they fight, and like, let's do different cool stuff. Like, the one guy was based on Bruce Lee, the other guy was based on Jean-Claude Van Damme, and here's some ninjas, one's blue and one's yellow. Like, let's check that out. Again, it had nothing to do.
Show, not tell.
Nobody cared that Jax was black. People cared that he had metallic, like, robo arms, and he could smash the ground and create an earthquake. And like, that's Jax. And like, no, again, just nobody ever sat down and was like, I think Jax is not good character, because like, it doesn't make any sense. And so, yeah, to your point, like, if you just focus on making a good content, making good shows, good games, this is where Gamergate started. This is where like Game of Thrones Gate started on, and like what I was doing, and then eventually where wokeness came in terms of movies and making them all stupid, was because we didn't want to see this. We didn't want to see people playing outside of type, because ultimately that's not how the real world works. We want a real world that we want depictions on screen that don't bend our sense of reality. And it's like, yeah, okay, we get that dogs don't really talk and Scooby-Doo can't really like solve mysteries, right? That's what makes it a fun show. And I think that ultimately, to your point, they've just gotten so overboard. They've gone so overboard. And clearly, like, if you watch that last Velma show or anything from it, it's atrocious. It's just a complete and utter train wreck. And yet that got approval from HBO, and that got funding, and that got writers and all of that stuff behind it. And you're like, let's take Velma, this classic, iconic, children's character from the great Scooby-Doo series, which is just one of the great, iconic series out there, and just completely trash her for no reason whatsoever other than we can. And so now you got Scooby-Doo coming back up again, and it's like the characters all look like they're supposed to look.
At least if we're starting off with an all-white cast, that's a good start, because that's how the characters were portrayed. And so let's portray characters the way that they were portrayed from the beginning.
I remember getting one of my first, tweets where I got kind of political about this was when Force Awakens came out, and I put together this like collage, and I was like, good guy characters, and it's like, Hispanic, black guy, female. Then it's like bad guy characters, white man, white man, white man, white man. Sure. And the SPLC attacked me for that. The SPLC was like, look at this racist tweet from Jack Posobiec when he rated his angry GOT fan account. And I was like, but I'm just describing the choices that Disney and J.J. Abrams and Kathleen Kennedy, whoever else, made when they put that film out. And I don't think there's anything racist about it to say that you made a film that shows that white men are all the bad guys.
Yeah, if you don't want us to connect the dots, don't put the dots near each other. Just like let's go. Like, it makes sense. Like, there are plenty. Like, think about Marvel. Think about superhero movies. Like, where they're trying to race swap everybody, and it's like, okay, but there are actual good characters on the other side. Like, you can have both. Like, there are both. So why not spotlight those rather than just like, oh, we have to race swap? It's like,
yeah, like they used to. And by the way, and you mentioned like Marvel. It used to be pretty simple. Like there would be Hulk, and then there would be She-Hulk, or in Batman they would have Batman and Batgirl, or Superman and Batgirl, and like Superman and Supergirl, which the movie's coming out. Like that's not a new character. That's been around for a long time. And everybody was totally fine with doing that, except it was a separate character. She's like, no, I'm his cousin, and I came up this different way, and whatever. I think that movie's going to flop anyway. But,
yeah, it really is.
Because it sounds like the actress, again, is just going full anti-male with it. But again, like, that was totally fine, and nobody cared. Even X-Men. Like we were watching X-Men the other day, and my kids are actually getting into like the X-Men series again. A very diverse group of people. Like there's a black female who is one of like the main characters and has been since the start, and nobody cares because Storm is a great character. She controls the weather. Like. That's it.
There's a blue elf that's Catholic. Like you have all of these, you have all
a German blue elf.
Yeah, a German blue elf. You have all of these characters that have unique backstories, and they're actually good characters, and nobody is coming out here being like, oh, I hate this character. Oh, blah, blah, blah. It is only like really like if you look at it, the only time.
No, but they said it was Storm. Like she came from Africa, and there's a whole episode we're watching the old series, and like they go back and she has to go to her village, and then Apocalypse is trying to get in there, and it's like okay, great, like that's a fun story. Like let's see what happens. Is she going to save her village? Let's see. Like it's really it's like it's not actually that hard to do this.
It really is not. And again, like it'll print money.
Since we're talking about this whole race swapping, gender swapping thing, Idris Elba. So someone who for years, so Daniel Craig is done being James Bond, and it's been years since a new one came out. I think he's kind of was done with the series even before the last one was filmed. You could sort of see that he just phoned it in like those last two installments. And one of the names that a lot of people had thrown out as potential, and I know we've talked about it here on the show, that could play him would be Idris Elba. But even Idris Elba as an actor who's very well liked, who's very well respected, not seen as woke or someone who plays the race card or anything like this, does great work, that he came out and said he does not want to be James Bond, and that he thinks that changing James Bond from a white British actor would make it, he specifically said, don't make it woke. I mean, this is big.
James Bond has been that character that they have been trying to wokeify.
I think we're in a good spot on all this, but we must remain vigilant. Eternal vigilance is the price for safety.
For sure. I agree.
All right. Back to the regularly scheduled program.
And we're back. We had a brief moment, namely, what about like 12 hours, 16 hours?
Yeah, about that.
Yeah. So we started, we got about 56 minutes into our episode, and then everything went dark. The entire studio, the entire block, there was no power, and we weren't going to get power back on for, like another 3 hours, so we just decided to try again today. And, Mikey, you showed up randomly.
I ran in during the darkness.
When the lights came back on, Mikey McCoy was back in. Because he loved the top. I told him the topic.
I gotta get
Watermelon Felon. We hadn't got there yet.
Play the clip.
All right. So let me just reset the table though here, okay? Austin Metcalf's dad, Jeff Metcalf, poor guy, starts his son gets killed. Yep. Brutally stabbed to death for no reason at all. He tries to reach out and say this isn't about race. He wanted to make amends with Carmelo Anthony's parents. Doesn't go well. Does not go well. And he's been called a racist the whole time, Mikey. And he's been from the jump, this isn't about race. This isn't about race. This isn't about race. And so finally he's been pushed to his limit. And in an interview, he said this. Let's start with cut 20.
He's an asshole. Or he's the greatest guy who'll give you the shirt off his back. So they both can be right. Because I give what you get. Or what you give, or to me, I'll give you back. So am I racist? Yeah, I'm racist against assholes. I don't like them. I could care less about the color of your skin. We all bleed the same color.
Yeah. And so he's like, you've been calling me a racist for so long. Fine. I'll just do what you think I am. You want to see me be racist? Here we go. We can debate how wise this was, but it's been taken out of context. They're saying, look, see, he is racist. That's not what he's saying here, folks. Cut 19.
Y'all can let me make something racist up so y'all can go viral. I got a new name for Mello, okay? Because he was such this little boy y'all were trying to portray. How about Watermelon Felon? How's that one strike you?
That's a good one.
It strikes me well.
I've never heard that one before.
I've never heard it. Listen, okay. He's not saying this because he's actually a racist. He's saying, you've called me this name, that you've hurled this accusation. We saw this with Charlie all the time. Yeah. Everybody always be like, you're a racist. He'd be like, what have I said that's racist? What have I said? So he's saying, fine, why don't I just say something because I'm guilty already? Why don't you? And he's pissed. He's upset. This man, this family, and namely the son, but the parents have been awful after this. Absolutely awful. He's saying, fine, I'll just be what you already claim I am. What do you think, Mikey?
Well, first off, I think it would be crazy. The guy's son's dead, and they're somehow trying to blame him, making him seem like a racist, making themselves into the victim. This is just something you kind of see with the demographic sometimes. Second off, it's yeah, I know. It's true.
Which demographic do you mean?
Yeah, you know what it's true.
Yeah.
The guy's son's dead. He was stabbed. Somehow Carmelo Anthony is supposed to be, the victim here.
I can't stand
They're
this.
showing collages of him as a kid and him with Shaq and him growing up and him in the car. He killed a kid. He killed somebody else at a track meet.
For no reason.
For absolutely no reason. And somehow you're the victim because the kid's dad is upset and called you a watermelon felon, which, by the way, you are.
Yeah, but he didn't do this at any time. The gag order's been lifted. He's able to talk out, and he's really upset. But listen to he expresses a lot of wisdom when that was obviously the viral moment. And he even said, I know this is going to go viral. Listen to what he says about Charlie. Clip 21.
This was never about race. Please don't make it about race and don't politicize it. And what did you do? You chose both. The race card, black fatigue, it's real. I'm sorry. You have embarrassed your own culture and race. Don't get me wrong. We got a lot of people that embarrass the shit out of me too. But you guys, you got a patent on that. And the only people that's going to change it are you. Don't blame the white person because we can't change it. But you're going to blame the white person for every everything else, we're the bad ones. We're the one that held you down. Guess what? You can do everything in America that I can do. Tell me one thing you can't do that I can't do. We all have equal rights. What's it say? All men are created equal. The First Amendment protects free speech. I'm for it. Free speech doesn't guarantee you safety. Perfect example, Charlie Kirk, a man who I admired, looked up to. You know why? Because he could fight with words and logic. He didn't need fists, guns, or knives. No. He sat down and talked with you. How do you solve any situation when there's a problem? Communication. Charlie was an expert. That's one person I admit I would not want to debate. He was a walking chat GPT.
So good. No, the black fatigue thing. Like they make it a real thing, and then they complain when you call it what they've made it. Like if you saw outside of the courthouse when the ruling was happening, there's this like white guy that's just kind of standing still and being like a normal, like
let's just say they're not beating the stereotypes. Okay.
No, and then you have these like black guys like jumping in front of them, and they're like,
oh, I saw that. We should pull that clip.
Yeah, he's like jumping in front of this white guy. He's like, like screaming in his face, and it's like
they're not sending their best.
What are you doing?
Yeah, well, and this I will say this. Hold on, you know this actually because in our thought crime chat, like a couple mornings ago, maybe you guys all saw it. I sent like a series of black people that were actually behaving really well, that were making good points. Yeah. They were Christians, and they were talking about this is accountability. This is actually what happens when you break the law, when you murder somebody.
Because
so
again,
it's not all of them.
Because again, he stabbed someone, he killed someone, but again, he's the victim.
No, this whole victim shifting, this blame shifting. No,
just because he's black.
Just because he's black.
Well, also, by the way, there's like they've deteriorated what it means to be like a normal member of society. I saw these videos the other day where it's just like a simple phrase, and it's like complex words, and it's they go up to random black people in like the hood, and they'll be like, "Can you read this sentence?" And it's like, Sally was perplexed by the things in front of her that she decided to make a very difficult decision. And they're like, Sally Papaplepulu decided make a hard choice. And it's like they like their education system's messed up. And so for them, they cannot.
Democrats want to keep them in bad schools.
It's a mass cultural problem.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, 40% of all abortions are done by black women.
Exactly. No. This is a good point.
Some like crazy stat where it's like in 20 black men are going to get shot in their life.
Okay, yeah, this is a real stat because I got this for Charlie for the binder and everything. 1 in every 22 black men will commit murder at some point in their life.
That's the stat.
1 in every 22. That's over 4%, by the way. So when you see a black man walking down the street, 1 out of every 22 of them will murder somebody in their lifetime, not commit a crime, murder.
That's just
that's from the FBI themselves.
By the way, this plays into the earlier part of the podcast where we were showing that South African guy who's just like, this is amazing. There's nobody's getting raped on this bench. It's not destroyed and vandalized.
Well, and this is what happens.
There are certain people not in that video. That's why he was able to say that.
True. This is what happens when you glorify gang culture. When your entire race glorifies gang culture.
Well, yeah, when you celebrate and your idols are all these rappers talking about doing all this stuff, this is what happens. When the moms... 40% of all abortions they're killing their own children. You're not setting a good standard
100%.
here.
Well, to my point on like them not even being able to use words, they can't articulate things. They can't even read a sentence.
I just want to be very careful here. We're talking about kind of like hood culture, like low. I just want to make it very clear because I'm telling you, I've seen a lot of black people that have come out on the right side of this. There's a dad that has 5 black kids who is like replying back to Cardi B, you don't know what to tell your kids. For sure. Here's what you tell your kids: you don't murder people. So like
we're talking about that 4.5% that are the ones from the FBI
it's probably
stats that will murder
if
somebody.
We're being honest, like the thought crime is way higher than 4.5%.
Well, if you take in the fact that 50% of murders in Chicago and all these cities go unsolved, the real percentage is probably 1 in every 15 or 16. That's the real thought crime. So we're talking about that group of about 8 to 9% of them.
So, but I used to have this. I lived in Venice Beach when I was in LA for a bit, and there was I used to go play basketball at the park there, at a park called Oakwood Park, and there every year Venice used to be way predominantly African American, and over time gentrification, they moved out. But they would have this block party, and they would all come back for the block party. So one day a year, the entire park would be filled with very like hood energy, and they had the cars that were going like this, and like big music, a big barbecue every year. The ghetto birds, as we call them, the police helicopters would end up coming. There'd be a fight. It would spill into the streets. All of us knew to like, you know, most of those in Venice like usually have like a gate on the apartment complex or something like that. I was playing basketball though, early in the day before the barbecues got really going, you know, and I shoot a ball, miss, it bricks, it goes, rolls over, and this little black kid couldn't have been older than like 5, 6, 7 years old, something like this. Grabs it. It says, "Cracker, that's my ball right now. That's my ball, Cracker." And he started swearing at me, hurling the F word at me. And I just remember like it was kind of this like aha moment where I was like, whatever culture this poor kid, honestly, poor kid. He was a little, you know, he was a punk, but somebody raised him to be that way. A whole culture came around and raised him that way. And it was like shocking to me.
Well, and you said the thought crime also is the fact that the Democrats and political establishment have pandered to blacks for so many years that this is what happens. They think that there is no accountability because they're able to get away with stuff.
Because they're victimized.
But
So if you're
when you're the
victimized,
constant victim,
Yeah.
you're able to do whatever you want really with no accountability. And that's what's happened because Democrats and even a lot of Republicans have pandered to them for years and years and years with nothing happening.
But like, look, they can't use words. They can't articulate things. And so when they are in a situation where emotions are high and tensions are tight, and they have like some white kid like Austin Metcalf like call them an insult or whatever happened, right?
He told him to leave.
He told him to leave. He's upset. He wants to do something. He cannot use words because he was not given the proper words to use. And so what he does is he's just like, I'm just gonna stab his ass. Like he pulls out a knife. He pulls out a gun. Look, and by the way, I said they. I don't mean all black people. We have some great black people, like this one.
Yep, he's the GOAT.
We need more Clarence Thomases.
Yes, sir.
And less Carmelos.
Yeah.
And
more Clarence.
His parents.
Oh yeah, they're the worst.
His parents.
Thank you.
Look at this. We have amen to that, by the way. And Charlie loved Clarence Thomas. This reminds me of, like, by the way, like how we're having to be all careful with our words of like the black pilot thing. I think we all have like PTSD from that, which, by the way, was completely like the most logical set of thoughts strung together. But if you clip out just that one part, you make Charlie look like a racist. No, he was replying to, and by the way, Jasmine Crockett just referenced this week in the SBLC hearing.
She's awful.
She's awful.
Oh
she's making herself a fool here on this Carmelo thing too. But here's what's crazy. You have a CEO, a white man that we were attacking. Actually, we were attacking the white CEO of United, who was saying our next pilot class is going to be 50-50. 50% minority and I think female.
Yeah.
And 50% white male. For whatever reason, about 93% of new pilots tend to be white. I don't know why that is. Maybe white people just like to be pilots. Maybe it's the movies we watch. Maybe it's the books we read. Maybe I don't know what it is. There's white men like to fly. So if you're going to tell me that you're going to go from 50, I think United was already the most diverse pilot corps. So they were about like 85-15 approximately. So if you're going to go from 85-15 to 50-50 in a single year and just mandate a quota, how are you going to guarantee that standards stay high, that safety precautions are going to be met, that the pilots are going to be just as qualified?
100%.
I don't think you can.
But we
and
saw
that was the point
air
Charlie
traffic
was saying.
controllers, and then there were all these accidents the last couple
No, and the
years,
problem with air traffic controllers is if you get a bad black female, just use that as an example, that sucks at her job, they couldn't fire her. So what they started doing is they couldn't fire her out of the industry, so they would offload her onto like a different airport, and then that airport gets the problem. So you can't fire them because everybody's scared of being called a racist.
And they're a protected class.
That's what a protected class is. So Charlie's point goes, if you mandate a quota, and then I see a black pilot, I'm going to say, boy, I hope you're qualified. It all made sense. And sorry if I keep harping on this. I know we've rebutted this on the show before, but it's like, how many times you got to do it. Charlie was saying, I don't do that now. That's not who I am. I don't want to think this way. But if you force quotas into the airline industry, I'm going to start asking questions.
So true.
Anyway, so and we're having to like play,
so true.
We're talking about that 4 to 5. Maybe if we take real numbers into account, around 10%. We're talking about that group.
Can we also talk about Carmelo's parents, like buying a house and like a nice car, and they're like, Carmelo deserves justice, but they're like moving into the whitest neighborhood they can find, and they're stealing all the GoFundMe money.
I think we have some of these clips.
Like, you guys are doing yourselves no favor.
They're making fools of themselves. By the way, like I think we have this SOT 36. If you have it, do you have it? Oh, okay. So here.
Ooh, do you guys have the clip of the black guy jumping in front of the white person?
Yeah, it's 39.
The judge as well in this case that it was not a case about race, but you cannot deny the facts of the case and what we've seen play out since then, and what we're happening now is because the defendant is black, the victim is white, and that's the bottom line. But again, this is what I alluded to when I said this has brought out what's bubbling right beneath the surface.
Dude, wow. I'm telling you, no, this is what I'm saying, guys. Like, those were the people outside of the courthouse. Meanwhile, the white people outside the courthouse, he's just like staring at him.
Yeah. Listen, there are, to Jeff Metcalf's point, there are plenty of white people that embarrass the hell out of me. But his line where he goes,
Eric Swalwell,
you guys got the patent on that? That was a pretty good line. Because he's right, man. This case was so cut and dry.
But was it you that I was talking about the other day? The new line is just going to be like, what are you going to stab me?
Yeah.
Is that you? He was like, next time you're in an argument with one of them or something happens, Russ and I were talking about it, it's just going to be like, what are you going to stab me next? Like, this is
But like, you
thing.
shouldn't
It's
even
like,
say that because they might.
Well, no, but we were just talking about it like it's a general thing because someone on Twitter was commenting, talking about that Carmelo was
But
like
hey,
the
Cardi
victim
B
here,
said that
and this
she's
guy
gonna
replied to him and was like, what are you going to stab me now? Yeah. It was pretty funny.
But like, guys, what kind of name is Carmelo?
No, it's Carmelo Anthony. He's
like,
a basketball player.
Yeah, but
So
this one's
they named
spelled
him after
wrong.
the
This one's
basketball
spelled with a K, though.
Yeah,
The
no,
basketball
they
player's
made
with a
it
C.
different. All right, here's the clip I was waiting for. Cut 40.
What stuck out to me, number one, was the all-white jury. But I was trying to be,
lies.
Like, all right, it's not that big of a deal. I mean, the truth is on our side.
The truth was not on your side. The truth
no,
was
the
not
truth-
on your
the
side.
truth is on everybody else's
What is the
side.
truth? Killed Austin Metcalf. Your son is lucky to get a 35-year sentence. He gave
Should've been
Austin
life.
Metcalf a life sentence.
Should have been life.
Should have been life.
He's gonna get let out in like
No
10 years,
justice.
guys.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
that's the
exactly.
bottom line. I
mean, would we honestly be surprised?
Yeah, he's gonna write a book.
Well, no, I think are we honestly surprised if in 20 years we see a story that he got in trouble with the law again in some way?
Or
I definitely could
targets
see it.
the Metcalf family, by the way.
Something.
Hello.
He's gonna do something again.
Oh, we have CK on. Oh, Kendrick Lamar or Clarence Thomas. Oh, that's a good one. Oh, Noah, good pull. We gotta play this.
41.
Yeah, once it's loaded. Yeah. No, we know. Caboose, are we getting this right? Let's see that producer cam, that studio cam. Caboose.
One sec, we're getting the camera up.
Camera down.
Should have been ready.
loaded.
Should have been ready, Caboose. Okay, hold on. All right, let's play it. It's loaded. 41. Let's do it.
Let's say there's a black kid right now. Would you rather have that black kid have a role model be Kendrick Lamar or Clarence Thomas?
Kendrick, obviously.
So not the black American on the United States Supreme Court.
No, he's trying to ban interracial marriage. He's trying to like do all.
Wow, no, he's in an interracial marriage.
He literally like.
He's married to a white woman.
Yeah, I know the Roe v. Wade
So
thing like goes against.
He's trying to ban his own marriage?
Yes.
I thought I've
I'm
heard
sorry to break it
everything.
to you, but like the Roe
Wait,
v.
hold on.
Wade.
So just to be clear, that's fine. This is the difference in worldview. We have clarity but not agreement. You'd rather have Kendrick Lamar, who sleeps around with everything that moves.
who is a poet who won a Nobel
versus-
Prize? Who?
Right, no, versus Clarence Thomas, who grew up in the antebellum South, who's a U.S. Supreme Court justice, one of the smartest people ever to serve on the Supreme Court as a black American. And that's the difference, is that we as conservatives think that Clarence Thomas is a far better role model for black America than just some rapper.
All right, Andrew, would
Okay.
you rather have your children have a role model Ted Bundy or Donald Trump?
Like, that's what he was asking. By the way, I will say there's worse rappers than Kendrick Lamar. Okay, let me just say that. Kendrick Lamar is actually talented as a poet. I would agree with that. But she said Nobel Prize. What the? Okay. I'm realizing listening to that interaction, like all the stupid crap I have to deal with on the internet. And I'm like, I didn't say the video was AI. Would you correct? And they're like, no, you totally did. Like, there are a lot of retards out there. And that's what that video, no, it's called a Grammy. Okay.
Nobel Prize.
Taylor
Swift won a Nobel
Roe v. Wade is about abortion.
Retard alert.
Yes.
Thank you, Caboose.
And by the way, Roe v. Wade is about abortion, not about interracial marriage. And yeah, you know, his wife, Ginny Thomas, is white. He's not trying to ban that. That was wrong. Charlie took it really easy on that retard. And sorry to the 11-year-olds. Sometimes you got to use the real word, okay? Sometimes it merits it.
So true.
That was so frustrating to watch. And I asked for it. That's my fault. Okay, now they're attacking juries, Mikey. 22.
Hey, wasn't you on jury selection?
No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't. Seriously. No, he wasn't. He wasn't.
He was on jury selection.
He's a vet, dude. He's a vet. He's a vet. He ain't been on jury selection.
I ain't worried about that. You gonna die.
Quit, dude.
Oh my God. You on jury? When you on jury?
No, he wasn't. He wasn't.
You on jury selection?
He wasn't.
You was on jury selection?
No, he wasn't.
Oh.
Okay.
No, he wasn't.
Not for Carmelo Anthony? Oh. All right, my B. I thought you was on jurisdiction for Carmelo.
Ah, man, I stab you, my B.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Hey, you want to know what the equivalent is here?
By the way, that wasn't them attacking jurors. That was just them doing an internet thing where they're like, they accuse random white people of being on the jury and they hit them.
So it would be like a bunch of white people going around and hitting black people randomly and saying, is you one of them 1 in 14 murderer? Is you one of them 1 in 20 murder?
1 in 20.
Well, the real thought crime is it's probably about 1 in 14.
But
we'll
which,
go
by
1
the
in
way,
22. We'll stick to the facts.
1 in 22. By the way,
yeah,
the odds of a white person in the city being a juror is probably like 1 in 1,000 or 1 in like 15,000. The odds of you punching a black person that was a murderer is 1 in 22. So, like, why shouldn't we just go around doing that, right? I'm not saying that we should.
Because that would be, like, such a dumb thing to do, which is why we're showcasing how stupid this is. So if you want, like, people to think racist thoughts, this is how you accomplish defeat, Black America. Please don't be like this. And now I gotta find this clip of this dad. Because I don't want bloodshed in the streets. I don't want racial war. I don't want modern American racial dramas. I want us to be done with this crap. You know who re-injected it, by the way? Thank you, New York Times. Thank you, Wall Street Journal. We got to get that graph where it shows how many mentions in the New York Times. Basically, they started mentioning racism again. In the 1990s, 80s, 90s, it was like nothing.
Yeah.
Guess where it peaked? Obama. And then we had what was it? Michael Brown. Then we had Trayvon. Yep. And then we had George. It's just like this. And all they do is they pump it into the veins of the people. And they keep telling the black community, you're victims. You're victims. White people are racist. Well, guess what? Pretty soon, white people are going to be minorities in this country too. So it's going to be minority versus minority.
Yeah, by 2050.
Do we get all the same rules? Do we get all the same rules? Do we get all the same protections? Or do you want to end this crap?
By 2050?
I think it's something around like that.
It changes.
Then,
you know what's interesting? Blake and I were just talking about this. That apparently the birth rate for minorities is like crashing, and every new immigrant group that comes in, it crashes. But the only one that's actually ticking up. This is Blake, so fact check Blake. He said the only one that's ticking up is white Americans. So I don't know.
No, that is true. That was a recent.
No, you never know like when that number is going to happen. Plus all the remigration, deportations. You know that number could keep pushing out, but. Like, here's the point. Like, eventually it's going to happen. Like, it's going to happen. And so, like, and white people used to be about 30-35% of the global population. Now we're down to, like, 10.
7.
No, I think it's 10.
7's the real number.
So the point is,
they're counting, like,
globally, we're already minorities. So what does it matter?
It doesn't count.
Okay?
I don't hate black people, for the record.
Clip 23. Mikey, it comes off fake and G.
Well, I love black people.
All right. I actually know your character, and I know that that's true. We're talking about thug culture.
I'm
and
talking
it's
about
gross.
Carmelo Anthony.
We're talking about the people from O Block type of people.
Not all of them. Some of them are probably great.
Yeah, it's
okay. I got to get this clip.
Well, and now you got these guys posting AI photos of them urinating on Austin Metcalf's grave, and it's it continues to just
he's
just
the victim.
Gross, animalistic behavior.
And you wonder why like places like South Africa turn into such hellholes, because this brain virus convinces millions of people that I mean, this is anti-white racism. Yep. This is like is not your white supremacy SPLC garbage.
Yep.
This is anti-white racism. It's really offensive, man. Mm-hmm. Gosh. And it's just so sad to see how far the country. You know, Obama was supposed to be this like reconciliation, this proof that America was like post-racial, and all it did was inflame the inverse of everything. Mm-hmm. Okay, SOP 42. This is a good black man that is doing it right, and God bless him. More of this. 42.
What do you want us to do? What do you want us to do at this point? What? I'm lost for words. I don't know what to do. I got 5 boys. I don't know what. I ain't got nothing to tell them no more. You can't walk away no more. What do you want us to do?
I also had 5 boys. She doesn't know what to do after the Carmelo incident. Like what to tell her sons, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and try something. Today, boys, when you go out into school, don't stab any other kids. You think you guys can do that? You feel good about that, Lee? You feel good about that, Ace?
Yeah.
Oh, you're Aunt Shirley. Yeah. So, is that a good commitment from everybody? We're not going to stab any kids today?
Probably not.
Hey, try that, lady. That might work.
It wasn't really in my game plan.
We need more dads like that.
Dad of the year. Good for him. God bless him.
We need common sense.
It's so simple. That's why we're so pissed.
Yeah.
It's the simplest thing in the world.
People like that guy make me love black people.
I tell you what.
I love black people.
I tell you what. Classy black people are some of the best. Here we go.
Look at my African American
Caboose, is your video working yet? Are you hiding from us? Bring it in.
Let's pull it up. Hey,
There
what's
it
up, guys?
is. What up, Caboose? Caboose, for those who don't know, Caboose has been getting active on the Twitters and on the social medias. So give him a follow. What's your handle, Caboose?
I am Caboose the Bard on Twitter. You'll know it's me because my profile photo's upside down.
Okay, good.
Nice.
That's true.
That was fun. I'm so glad you joined for our final topic of the Thoughtcrime.
Sorry if I got a little hot there, guys.
No, it's mostly your accents that I'm worried about. Those will come. Those are. Okay, hold on.
I'm an equal opportunity offender.
You are. All right. Okay, Mikey, hold on. But okay, this isn't gonna help our case here because I'm gonna.
No, I can't. No, I shouldn't. I really should not do that one.
Hydroxychloroquine.
I should not.
Come on.
No.
Come on, Mikey. You can do
I don't even know if I can do that one. It's been a hot minute.
Oh, it's the funniest thing ever.
Dude,
what's her name again?
I'm an equal. I don't even know.
It's just it's just Thoughtcrime, Mikey. You can do it.
Equal opportunity.
It's gonna be okay.
Look, I'll hit the white people too.
I know.
Stephen Hawking impression is one of his best.
All right. You ready? Hello, my name is Stephen Hawking. I am the creator of black holes. I am pleased to be on here today. I am not a fan of Carmelo Anthony stabbing Austin Metcalf. Carmelo deserves a life sentence.
Oh, that's so good. I remember when you did that in front of Charlie and he would just lose it. He would just lose it.
We would be on like flights and Charlie would be like, Mikey, give him the Indian one. Give him the Indian one.
You gotta do hydroxychloroquine. Why can't you do that?
I can't even remember it.
Yes, you can. You are opting out. Caboose wants it. Caboose, do you want it?
I'll do it once a Thoughtcrime.
Give us the Indian
I'll do a new
one.
accent every
I got some
Thoughtcrime.
music for you, Mikey.
That's the agreement. Oh, that is very good. Welcome to Thoughtcrime.
Okay, we should probably wrap up before we all have to
We're gonna get in more trouble. So.
You know what? Bring it on. Bring it on. Why not? Just bring it on. Just, the water's warm.
Come on in.
This was fun. All right. Thank you, Mikey, for joining us for the tail end.
Thank you for having me.
Back by popular demand. The amazing, wonderful, incredible, stupendous Mikey McCoy.
Thank you.
Danny, Russ, this is great. Caboose, thanks for being in the studio. That's it for Thought Crime. Until next Thursday, keep committing thought crime.
Thought crime is death.